Hello, welcome back to Hermit in the Woods Tarot. I'm Matt. If you're into real talk tarot, not fluff, not fantasy, go ahead, hit the like, subscribe to this channel, drop me a comment below, let me know what you're thinking, let me know where you're watching from, what's been going on in your world lately. If you have a question, I'll try to get it in the reading next time. Or maybe I'll do a special one if I got time. It's always free. Just looking for you to like and subscribe. This reading is for Aquarius. You're an air sign, fixed energy, ruled by Uranus and traditionally Saturn. The Aquarius is like a rebel and the architect, the one who sees the future before anyone else does. And I use also the Dragon Tarot deck. I do the Iron Throne spread. And Aquarius, whether you admit it or not, you tend to always play the long game. But let's get into the reading. This is for career, financial, family, love, life. General reading for the world out there for Aquarius. The first card is the Fool, and that's reversed. Next card is the Six of Blades. And we got the Queen of Blades reversed. And also fell out was the Nine of Dragons, and that also was reversed. And final card for the Iron Throne spread is Ten of Tankards, or you might know it as the Ten of Cups, and that also was reversed. Well, a lot of reversed. Let's get a spirit message, and then we'll move on, and later we'll do two quick clarifying cards. And right away I'm picking up that this isn't about starting something new. It's about hesitation. And your spirit message today is the Four of Blades. Alright, so let's get into the reading. And what I'm picking up is some of you are ready about to take a leap. Maybe a new job. Maybe moving to a new city. Maybe you were in a new relationship or something new, like a new investment, but something stopped you. And it wasn't fear, it was more like awareness. You might have been seeing the risks that you didn't see before. And maybe you trusted somebody too quickly. I feel like you ignored red flags in a financial situation. Maybe you were about to quit something without a backup plan. And it kind of feels like maybe a job offer that sounded good but didn't feel real stable. And I think a lot of us are ending up with these type of roles because the economy is somewhat dismal, especially with his tariffs, but that's gone now, so hopefully the economy picks up. And yeah, it's great for some people, but not for people on the lower tier bottom of the world. Jobs are scarce, and there's 90 people per job. But so keep applying. Something will turn up. For love, it might be someone was charming but inconsistent. Maybe a move that looked exciting but was financially tight. But Aquarius is not naive. You just sometimes you want freedom so badly that you leap before building a structure. And so let's move on to the Six of Blades, and this is also reversed. This is that stuck energy again. You tried to move on from a breakup, from a toxic environment, or toxic work environment, maybe from family drama, definitely a debt issue there, and you're mentally replaying it over and over again. Some of you might be dealing with divorce paperwork dragging out, a job you mentally left but physically still show up to, a family situation that keeps resurfacing, and there's a sense of grief, like real steep grief. Maybe it was a death in the family or some kind of community event that just didn't go your way. In reverse, this is saying that healing might be delayed, but the closure hasn't happened yet. Next we have the Queen of Blades reversed. And this is sharp energy that may have turned inward. But maybe you're being too hard on yourself. And the Queen of Blades upright is clarity, but reversed, it can be bitterness, maybe isolation, cutting people off prematurely. For some of you out there, it feels like maybe you stopped talking to someone out of pride. Maybe you withdrew from family. Maybe you're deciding, I really don't need anyone. But the truth is, everyone needs somebody. You do. Everybody needs something and needs help from your family and friends. Well, let's move on to the Nine of Dragons. And reversed, this is you with anxiety at 2 a.m. in the morning, overthinking finances, overthinking your career path, overthinking whether you're behind in life. And this is sort of what the Scorpio energy has been too. A lot of Scorpio readings tend to focus on career, where you're not really, there's always this opportunity that's out there, but it's just you're struggling to get to it, and there's some sort of blockage. But you're overthinking finances, overthinking your career path, overthinking whether you're behind in life, but you're not. But you're seeing other people maybe get married, maybe somebody else is having a baby. Someone else is buying a house. Someone else might be getting promoted, and you're wondering why isn't that me? Why am I not doing that? And reversed, it means that you're close to burnout. You've been in this situation and very strong for very too long, and change is coming, but it takes time. Next we have the Ten of Tangards, which is the Ten of Cups. And again, this is signaling family tension. Could be that siblings aren't speaking. You're not speaking to your siblings. Maybe your parents are aging and they're needing help. Financial pressure on the household. Maybe a marriage that looks good publicly but feels disconnected privately. And don't feel too bad about it. I mean, these are things that I would say everybody is going through. But it's definitely a big event. It's also a happy event that tends to bring stress. So it might be a good event, but it's still stressful, like a wedding, a newborn baby, maybe a relocation for family reasons. But joy can be an overwhelming tool. So for the spirit message, we pulled the Six of Blades. And this is signaling that you need to rest, relax. The spirit is very clear on this. Step back, pause, pray, reflect. With Aquarius and the current planetary alignments involving Pluto, I believe it's Pluto, moving through your sign, and the strong aspects from Mars. You're being transformed under pressure. It's not punishment, but it's more of a refinement. And Psalm 46:10 said, "Be still and know that I am God." And stillness is strength for you right now. Maybe light candle, maybe clean your space, unplug for the weekend. Go outside, breathe. Hopefully it's nice in your neighborhood. It's kind of snowy, rainy here. Not too much snow, but not too fun to go out there today. But financially, don't make any aggressive moves this month. Stabilize first. And I'm going to tell you a story about there was a man who he wanted to build a throne in the middle of the forest. He gathered wood, he carved it perfectly and polished his throne every day. Every time he sat in it, he felt restless. It was hard. It was beautiful, but very, very hard wood, not very comfortable to sit in. And one day an old hermit walked by and said, I see you built the throne before you built the foundation. And this is Aquarius right now. You've been trying to claim your power without fully grounding yourself. And you don't need the throne yet. You need to build that foundation, build the roots first. And that's what the reading is for today. It's not a very good one, I get it. Well, let's get some clarifying cards and see what the clarifiers are telling us. First, we got the Five of Tankards, which is the Five of Cups. And again, this is the regret. Something didn't go the way you planned. But we got the Empress, so this is a major arcana. And with the Five of Tankards or the Five of Cups, not everything is lost. You got 5 cups there. You just gotta look inward, and with the Empress, this is it's bringing fertility, literal pregnancy for some, maybe a creative rebirth, financial growth. Self-worth will return. Some Aquarius placements are that you're expecting a baby. Again, creating a new business, maybe a side hustle. Maybe you're rebuilding after divorce or loss of a loved one. And the Empress says abundance comes after grief. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Jeremiah 29:11. You're not behind. You are in a process. For career, it might feel that you're unstable, but you're not doomed. Don't quit impulsively. If you're job searching, interviews may move slowly, but sometimes solid. Something solid is building this by this late spring. If you run a business, focus on recurring revenue, not a risky expansion. Try to avoid emotional spending. No revenge shopping. Make sure you have a budget. Consolidate. With Saturn, it's not being impulsive. For love, for singles, someone nurturing enters as you stop chasing emotionally unavailable people. If you're married or committed, communication needs softness, less logic, more heart. If there's been a death or a serious family shift, grief may be affecting your life and but in your love life, and maybe be gentle with each other. But I'm getting this feeling of outdoor gatherings coming for you. Maybe spring, summer festivals you can look forward to. Music, community events. I see flowery fields, maybe markets, maybe like a farmer market. Fresh new beginnings and starts. And you need community more than you think. And so with the final message, Aquarius, this is you are shedding an old skin. It does feel uncomfortable, it's lonely, uncertain, but you're not falling apart. You're in a restructuring phase. Fool reverse becomes your wisdom. Anxiety becomes strategy. Regret will become growth. The Empress becomes your future. The Hermit doesn't hide forever. He returns when he is ready. So, with that, if this reading resonated with you, hit the like button. Subscribe to the Hermit in the Woods Tarot if you haven't already. Help my channel grow. Drop a comment below. If you're rebuilding, grieving, expecting, starting over, share your story if you feel called. Again, thank you for sitting with me in the woods tonight. Again, I'm Matt, and I'll see you at your next reading.